is the Golden State Valkyries, their logo. So just a couple of backstory real quick. So this is the Golden State Warriors team. This was announced several months ago. And we actually have a logo for it. They did like a little bit of a teaser yesterday, so I knew it was coming. But this is the logo. They're called the Valkyries. Their logo includes what the main color scheme is a violet and black color scheme. But Mama, looking at this, what do you think?
I don't like the color scheme. I would prefer if they'd had some lighter colors in there. The black kind of like throws it off a little bit. It would have been nice if they'd have put like white where the black is, or put a touch of white in there somewhere. That all dark black with the violet, because it's really like a violet color. I'm glad they're coming on though. Don't get me wrong, you all. I'm so glad that we're adding another team. That's going to be awesome. That's for next year, right?
Yeah, for 2025.
Okay, so they'll be in. So I'm looking forward to that. I just wish they had chosen a different, lighter color. Wonder where the purple came. Why they used the purple?
So they actually like did like a whole write up about like their, I guess, thought process behind picking the colors that they did.
Okay.
So according to the marketing team of the Golden State Valkyrie, they said Valkyrie violet symbolizes power, ambition, nobility, and women's empowerment.
Okay.
Much like purple has been used symbolically in modern history.
Okay, now I got it. Okay.
So that's kind of that
symbol of power. Bit. The purple itself is a symbol of power. Okay. So I guess looking at this, they're going to have teammates that have extraordinary powers, or at the top of the line, they're going to be some awesome players. So if you're going to have that kind of a logo, you can't just have any type of player. You can't just say, I'm just putting a team together. You got to have some good people to make this team. If you want to use that symbol as a place of power.
Yeah. And Mama, I don't know if you noticed this, but this is something I just noticed.
What?
Have you realized that this is the first team that's tied with the NBA franchise that is not using the same colors of that franchise?
Maybe that's why I thought the purple shouldn't.
Yeah, because we have the Los Angeles Sparks, same colors as the Lakers. The Phoenix Mercury, same colors, basically as the Phoenix Suns. Minnesota Lynx, Minnesota Timberwolves, same thing. Even the Seattle Storm, they had the same look as the Seattle Supersonics before they moved, right? This is a departure from that, which is pretty interesting. It never clicked to me until just now that this is actually pretty different. Like, this is a huge departure from what the color scheme of the Golden State Warriors is, and I'm kind of surprised about that a little bit. Kind of surprised.
So maybe they're gonna give us something new. Since the color is new and not tied to the team, maybe they're going to give us a new type of playing. You think that's possible? A new type of playing?
Well, they're going to have to really work out the way everything looks in the arena, because they're not going to be able to use Golden State stuff.
Well, let's say that maybe they're not going to play in Golden State arena.
Oh, they will. They will? They're playing at Chase Center. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to be a whole different change every time for the whole. That's a whole different change.
And that's why a lot of teams. That's why other teams don't do it. Leslie says Chicago has different colors, but Leslie, the Chicago Sky are not associated with the Chicago Bulls. They are very different. They don't have the same ownership. So what I was talking about, Golden State. The Golden State Valkyrie has the same exact ownership group as the Golden State Warriors. that's not the same thing as the sky. The sky is completely different, so that's why it's different. Same thing as the Dallas Wings, right? They're friends with the Dallas Mavericks, but they are not, different owners, and whatnot. So it's different. All right, so that's why I'm saying that this in particular is a departure, because this is not normal for WNBA teams who have the same ownership group as the NBA team to look very, very different.
Yes, it's totally different.
Now, guys, at first when I heard the name, because they announced the name and they announced the logo today, and at first I was like, oh, that's cool. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wait,
what does that mean?
What's a Valkyrie? What is a Valkyrie? well, I looked at their press release, and they said originating from Norse mythology, Valkyries are a host of warrior women who are fearless and unwavering, flying through air and sea alike. This brand is Golden State's modern interpretation of Valkyries: strong, bold, and fierce. So, yeah, I mean, that's what a Valkyrie is, I guess. Mama, any last thoughts about this Golden State Valkyrie team before we move on? But yeah, what do you think?
I'm looking forward to these group of women that's gonna be part of this team.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to be some strong women coming in the door. I don't think they're gonna get any. They can't come in with just anybody joining the team with this kind of a brand.
Yeah,
because people are gonna be looking for them to perform at a high level coming in the door.
And they're expecting to perform at a high level right out the door, because you have the owner of this group. He's looking to win fast. Mm-hmm. He said that he wants to win a championship in the first 5 years. I think that's what he said.
And that's a bold statement there.
Yeah.
For a brand new team.
Joe Lacob is this is the guy who said that he's the one who created the Golden State Warriors that we know now. Well, not now, but the Golden State Warriors of a couple years ago.
Right, before they became champions, but he built that team.
He built the team. And he knows that he's gonna build this Valkyrie team on the back of Paige Beckers. Paige Beckers is going to be the number one pick in the draft. The Valkyrie are going to get that pick. They are going to build something very, very special, and I'm pretty interested to see what happens. But I will say this before we move on, guys. I just have to say, I don't know if you all realize this, but do y'all remember the Sacramento Monarchs and their logo?
Oh.
The Sacramento Monarchs was one of my favorite teams back in the day. They, of course, didn't last. They, they're gone now. But their logo is like somewhat reminiscent in terms of like the purple and the way the scheme goes. So here's here's a look at the Sacramento Monarchs logo. I just put it in the corner here. Here's a look at their logo, and look at the Valkyries. It's not the same purple, but it's still kind of purple. Mm-hmm. And I was a big Sacramento Monarchs fan. I thought that was a fantastic name. I loved that team name. Sad to see them go. But I feel like this was a little bit of their way of kind of honoring a little bit of the past, honoring the past of the WNBA in California.
Okay.
So I don't know, guys. What do y'all think? Is this kind of a little bit, towards a nod towards the Sacramento Monarchs in terms of like the color and whatnot? I never really liked their logo, the Sacramento Monarchs, but I like the color scheme. I was a fan of the